Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm back with another video. Let's get into some things, shall we? Now, Clarissa is issuing threats, right? Because she doesn't want to be asked that question again in another interview or just being asked anything that makes her realize what she's doing is crazy and that Papoose, no matter what she says, no matter how well she tries to dress up her answer when she just sounds delusional, it's not going to change the fact that the man is still married. Okay. And I don't know what it's going to take for her to understand that. But this is what she put out there. She posted, I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't letting nobody else off the hook. Next, B, complain. I'm going all out. So I'm assuming she's talking about the next interview because she is on a press run right now, right? The fight is in a couple of weeks. And the week leading up to the fight is when she'll probably be doing more interviews. And I also believe she filmed an episode with Cam Newton that probably will be airing soon. Now, she wants to give a warning because to me, what can you do? What are you going to do? If you sit down and do an interview at a radio station with a podcaster, whoever, and they ask you a question about being with a married man again, what are you going to do, Clarissa? You have a fight coming up. You said you're going all out. Going all out by doing what? You're going to leave the interview? Are you going to get physical with them? Are you going to argue with them? What is it that you are going to do? It just seems like, once again, she doesn't like hearing people like the Breakfast Club laughing and just the chatter around what she said on top of what she was asked. It's just weird. It's weird for her at this point to continue to act completely blind to reality. And as far as what Remy has going on, you need to stop speaking on what she has going on. Because in all honesty, Remy doesn't speak about them. She may throw shots at Papoose. I've caught it. You know, she will say things, especially when she was on the Joe and Jada podcast. You know, she threw shade towards him. But overall, she doesn't even say anything to Clarissa. After she exposed them, other than her putting out those, speaking about her in those songs, she doesn't go on platforms and talk about Clarissa. She just did the interview with Andrew Martinez, correct? She did not speak about neither one of them. She really didn't. She could have easily sat there and spoke about those text messages. She could have been real messy and probably dropped some tea that the public didn't even know. But she didn't. And what Clarissa needs to understand is that if you are proudly being with this man while he's still married, then when you answer a question about it, it's no need to mention Remy. Because whatever Remy had going on with Easy is no more. She said that she is single. And for you to say that she's not, how do you know so much about a woman who you claim you don't even know her music when you're asked? It's like you lie so much. You lie too much. So Miss Shanika, I think that's her name, the woman who asked the question. Miss Shanika was in the comment section, and I was unable to see what the initial comment was that she was responding to, but I just caught what she said. So this is what she said in a post. Someone must have been saying that Miss Shanika was scared because she replies and says, who's scared? Right? She's like, who's scared? I would never in life go back and forth with a delusional person. Her answer is her answer, and believe me, you wouldn't have even asked the question. So she's even admitting that Clarissa is delusional, okay? And she said she's not going to go back and forth with her. I guess because people are probably asking her, like, how come, you're scared to answer her back, or you're scared to speak on something? I don't know. The woman asked the question, and the clip is going viral. And people who interview her, they need to take notes, because if you want your interview to go viral that you have with her, why don't you just ask her some real questions and stop beating around the bush? Because how many times are we going to hear that she has these medals? Like, how many times? Is she going to run down her stats again? So she finally asked a question, even though I wish she would have followed through. I wish she would have pressed it, like, really gotten an answer out of her, because she really didn't answer the question and she deflected. But either way, it's a start, right? It's a start, because the clip is going viral and a lot of people have a lot to say about this, because people who could give a F about marriage think that it's okay, that they're still not divorced. Even the tattoo question, I'm surprised. I would have loved to have heard her say, like, well, okay, he's saying that he filed for divorce, but when is he going to get that tattoo removed? You know what I mean? Like, why is nobody asking these questions? If he's so serious about you, is he going to get the tattoo removed? Is the divorce going to be finalized? Like, what's going on? Are they even legally separated? Like, legally? Do we know this? I don't think they are. So Clarissa is just upset. I think it took her a day or so to fully process what she was asked, and maybe even her thinking back to, like, oh, the way she answered the question. But she will always skate around a question that we kind of know the truth to already, to make it seem like she's doing the right thing, and that in no way is she doing something wrong. It's always to make it look like she's not in the wrong, and whoever else is asking the question, they're the crazy ones. She always likes to rephrase everything and play a victim. Now, she did have her meet and greet. I looked at some of it. It looked hella empty to me. And yes, it was people there. So I'm not trying to sit here and say no one came. People did go. But overall, this gym, or wherever this venue they were at, this should have been like packed, especially for someone that claims that this show is sold out. Correct? The fight, I mean, not show. The fight. If she's saying the fight is sold out, then why are you making people crowd around to make it seem fuller than it is, when they really should just be in a line to line up, meet you, get an autograph, take a photo? That's usually how meet and greets work. Like, they don't hover over the table like this. This is like, it's giving that you wanted to make it look more packed than it actually was. And I do have a clip of outside of that meet and greet, and just shows you how it just was not packed. So this is the line for people waiting. And just look at all of the gaps. The people waiting. It's not a packed line. It's not that many people. I don't know how many people actually came, but it was a lot of space to hold a lot more people than we actually see right here. And once again, when it was time to get the photos and everything, it was like they purposely made people crowd around, which actually is kind of dangerous if we want to be honest, because Papoose and everybody was standing behind, on the side of Clarissa behind her. Like, what if somebody would have been a little cuckoo crazy and probably would have came up and could have done anything? Yes, did they have security checks at this meet and greet? Like, I don't know. It just seems like it was a lot going on. It was a lot of people surrounding her, and it just should have been handled well. But I really think they wanted to get photos to make it look like, oh my God, look how crowded this is. Look at how many people are here. Just pretending per usual. The typical pretend. Overall, she had her meet and greet, and I don't think it helped the ticket sales, because it's still looking empty. Okay? It's still looking empty. So I was watching TMZ. I think it was yesterday I caught it. If not, it was the day before. Ray J was on there. And he was on there to speak about the upcoming fight, you know, because he's fighting Orlando Brown. But it is interesting that Ray J, and he was in the studio. He wasn't on Zoom. He was in the TMZ studio, right? So he's there, and I'm waiting to hear him plug Clarissa's name, plug her having the fight. But no, he made it all about Zeus, and he made it all about him fighting Orlando Brown. He did not mention Clarissa's name. And neither did TMZ. They didn't mention her. They didn't mention her being a headliner, the main event. They didn't mention it at all. So Ray J is not looking at Clarissa as being this come up for them. It's almost as if it's like they're doing her the favor. These unlicensed, unprofessional boxers are doing her the favor by having an event there as well. By people being able to stream and watch the Zeus boxing events. And you would think that on a public platform like TMZ, that is huge, that if Ray J would have been in the studio of TMZ, that he could have shouted out Clarissa having her fight or even buying tickets. And he didn't do that. So Clarissa is posted a clip of Ray J, I guess when he was streaming. And because people find this funny with him. No one's taking it serious. I don't know what kind of training he's been doing. I don't even think he's going to be in the ring for maybe even 2 rounds, if that. Like, it's going to be a real quick fight between him and Orlando. But it's like a joke, and that's just what Ray J does, right? So here goes Clarissa posting this. Ray J must have been on Kick streaming. And she posted this, and she put, "Yeah, effing right, Ray J. Welcome to the GWOAT show. August 15th. Y'all know who the fans come in to see." Because Ray J's making it seem like the fans are coming to see Zeus. That's what he said. And like I said, on TMZ, he clearly did not mention Clarissa Shields fighting at all. So this is her way of kind of trying to let him know, you know who the fans coming to see. That's the thing, Clarissa, because there's not that many fans that have bought tickets. It's not sold out. And once again, when she did the interview, they did not say, well, how many tickets have been sold? And they don't ask these things. They leave it to her to do what she does best and make a situation bigger or make it seem like it's something that it just isn't. You're 3 weeks out before this fight, and the venue is still at not even 50% sold. It's not even 50%. So Clarissa's way of thinking that, you know, the perfect way to sell tickets and to market herself is to just do interview after interview after interview and then hop on one of her socials and then just go back and forth with people or talk ish about people. It's like the same repetitive thing that she does every time she has a fight now. You know, it's the same thing, but is it translating over to sales is the question, because it seems like it is not doing it. We have a person checking her on X. She put on X, I swear to God, these girls that be talking ish better not let me catch them outside. So here she is threatening, once again, to physically hurt somebody. And then someone replies and they're like, are you mad the ticket's not selling? With the snapshot of the venue. And look at all of the blue. I know it's not zoomed in, but you can see all of the dark blue. You have some light blue, but no gray. I don't see gray, only besides the 2 that were there since like the beginning when tickets first went on sale, but that's about it. So you have people trolling her in the comments with snapshots of the venue. But she's too busy worried about catching people outside and what she's going to do to them. At this point, it's all talk because you came with security to your grandma's funeral in fear of seeing Shalita. And that's just what it is. You brought your sister for protection, who at this point people don't know what's going on with her. She has not posted. So she's mad about something and she's going to take it out online. She also posted because somebody said, honestly, it'd be more men talking about you than women. It's crazy. She said, I got something for them too. Just come outside. Well, what do you mean just come outside? Come outside where? Like, what do you mean come outside? And what do you mean I got something for them too? Something like what? Something like what? You are literally going to talk yourself into a lawsuit to where someone is going to win because you keep threatening to get physical and hurt people. Now you want to fight a man. Then you want to fight a woman. You're telling people to come outside. You're threatening people who interview you and ask you questions about being with a married man. And you really shouldn't be mad about that if, like you said, he filed because he wants to be with you, right? He chose you. So what are you getting mad at? What are you mad about? Do you think Papoose is going to lay hands on people for you? Is this what you're saying? Either way, you are making threats online to possibly hurt people, and it's just not a good look for you. So for you to sit and say that Nike may give you you want a $20 million endorsement from Nike, never. You want Aloe? You want to deal with Aloe? Never. They look at things like this, Clarissa. This is what they watch. How you act and behave. And Papoose, he just sits back and, he played his role at the meet and greet. But what I did find funny at the meet and greet, I have a photo that I saw, and I just think it's so funny because I think this is the only person that asked him for a photo. Papoose posted this. He said, always show love to the people. Without y'all, there is no me. And if someone wanted a photo with him, and he had to get the picture of it and post it. So at the meet and greet, there was someone that did want a photo with Papoose, that was a fan of his. And he posted it. This is the only one I saw. But he just wants us to know, guys, that someone was out there that wanted a pic with him and probably was like, oh, Papoose, he had a bit of a groupie moment, right? Just the way that he documents his every move now, it just is giving very, very thirsty. It's just giving that we have to see that you do have people that like your music or that want photos with you. Okay, here's his photo moment that he had at the meet and greet, guys, and he made sure to let us see. There you have it. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please like this video. Please leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel. Please hype this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to all of you again soon.